Hello. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. For those who don't know me, my name is Chiante Jones, and I'm a financial coach. And I help professional women create and execute a uh, plan to eliminate their credit card debt so they can have more financial flexibility. And so today I'm going to talk about life after debt. So I've been consumer debt free since 2017. Right now, all that I have is a mortgage. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience after, and what my experience is like now after eliminating my consumer debt a few years ago. So one of the main benefits, which is like the premise of my coaching program, is flexibility. And I've talked about this some before. My tagline is less debt, more options. There's having the freedom to choose. It's very powerful. And you may not be able to choose any and everything, but having some breathing room and not feeling like you have to do something, or you can't do something, or like you're stuck in a place, is very freeing. It feels good to be able to make a choice without money being based on what you want rather than money being that deciding factor. And it can be big or small. It could be as big as quitting your job so that you can start your own business, or taking a lower paying job so that you can do a position that you're more passionate about. Or it could be something as simple as taking a weekend getaway, or buying a concert ticket at the last minute without having to charge it to a credit card. Or maybe it's not something for you. Maybe it's something for your child. Being able to support their artistic or academic talents, with a certain program or camp, or helping them take advantage of educational opportunities. It just could be whatever. So just having that flexibility to do different things is, just a great place to be. And my clients have various reasons why they are wanting more financial flexibility, but they have all come to realize the value of having that flexibility, and the value to be able to choose, to have the flexibility to choose. And even without that, you'll still have to make wise choices and make good financial decisions. And you may not even choose to do everything that you're actually able to do with the flexibility, but just it does feel different knowing that it is an option. Okay. So another thing is about life after debt, or having paying off debt, is less stress. So I'm sure a lot of people can identify with that. Money is consistently one of the top stressors in people's lives when they do like these different surveys and everything. Money or financial problems is one of the top stressors. In marriages, money is one of the top reasons for divorce. So, living paycheck to paycheck is stressful. Carrying a lot of debt is stressful for a lot of people, particularly when you don't have a plan in mind on how you're going to pay it off. So a lot of my clients come to me stressed about money initially, and even after our initial session, you can see that there's just a certain sense of relief just by having clarity, and knowing what their current financial situation is, and just knowing that they have some guidance and support helps relieve that stress. And it's stressful. It helps relieve stress when you have an awareness of what's going on with your money, and you feel like you're in more control. And something else that can be stressful is not doing something when you need to do it. Have you ever felt like just frustrated because you say you want something, but then your actions don't align with that? And it's a very frustrating thing. Like, say for example, you say you're going to start working out more, and you want to work out more, you want to be fit, but then you just keep not going to the gym, or you keep eating bad. I know that's something I struggle with. And so that's just frustrating to be in that place, and we can often get down on ourselves because we know we can do better, or know we should be doing better, or capable of more. But then we just find ourselves continuing to get stuck in kind of these same old patterns. And so that in itself can cause stress, because knowing better and doing better are two very different things. So it can be very stressful to be stuck despite our best efforts. And the impacts of stress are very far-reaching. I mean, it can impact how you perform at work. It can impact your marriage, like I was saying, your relationships, your health. So and it also is stressful to just feel overwhelmed, by your money, and or to feel stuck or shame or guilt about your money. And so getting your money together is not only going to provide financial stress relief, but it helps with your overall well-being, and it will help improve all the areas of your life. Okay. Another benefit is just peace of mind. So having an emergency fund, or what I like to call the freedom fund, it provides some peace of mind. I mean, you can never be prepared for everything, but if something happens to my income, or me and my husband's income, I know we have enough cushion at this point to, for most situations, to be able to cover ourselves until we get into till we figure out something else, figure something out. So that just provides a certain level of peace of mind to be able to have that. Also, we have sinking funds, which are accounts that we keep for common expenses. Like, so I don't really worry or stress about if, a car needs a repair, or if we need to, do a house repair, because, we have money set aside for that. And even if it ends up, whatever the repair is, ends up being more than what we have set to the side, at least I know we have something to work with. Even if it's like putting some money down, before we have to finance something or whatever, we have something to work with. Or if we really needed to, we can transfer, money from other areas to be able to try to cover whatever the expense is. And I feel like we have enough to cover most things. Like I said, you never could be prepared for everything, but just having that, knowing that there's some cushion there and there's some protection there, does provide peace of mind. Another thing that has happened over time is saving time. So having a money management system that works for you makes things a lot easier. You're not always guessing or trying to figure out things, but flying by the seat of your pants or robbing Peter to pay Paul. And contrary to what you may think, with me being like a personal finance person, is I actually don't like to write down and track every expense. I just don't. I don't want to do that. I'm mindful of my spending, so as I spend, I'm mindful of the purchases I make, and I do check my account regularly and just kind of monitor on an ongoing basis. I used to track, I used to keep receipts and track it and reconcile back to, my account and everything, but just over time, I, was able to build cushion, enough cushion in my account where, I always know there's something a little bit extra in there. And I also automate a lot. And like I said, I just monitor throughout the month on an ongoing basis. I adjust and reassess things as needed. And periodically, I will take some pen to paper and figure things out. Or if I know something's going on, I just need to take some time to really dig into it a little bit more. But having a plan in place has made things so much easier and so much smoother. Like, I already know what I'm trying to do, so I already know what I'm working towards, and have it set up that way. And I already know where I want my money to go. So it actually takes me less time now to manage my money. So that has been a benefit of, paying off debt and just kind of getting finances together and learning and getting a good money management system in place. Another benefit I've experienced is having just a better money mindset. So on the journey to paying off debt and creating financial flexibility, you start thinking about things differently. You value things differently. And what was important before may not be as important now. What you spent your money on before may not be what you want to spend your money on now. In some cases, I found that just knowing that I can get something, or I can afford something, and have that option is enough. Like, I don't have to actually go get it. And I used to shop a lot more than I do now, and I still shop some now. A lot of times it's I'm shopping for a particular thing. Before, I would just do like a lot more browsing and buying, but I still do shop. But at this point, to be honest, I'm just tired of accumulating stuff. and so over the last few years, I've been at a place where I've been slowly clearing things out, not only creating physical space, but also just clearing out to create mental space for different things as well. There's surprisingly a lot of growth and development in building better money habits and practicing more self-discipline. And this is an ongoing thing. Even when I decided to become a financial coach, that led me to take a look at my own finances. I felt like I had been doing a pretty good job up to that point, but as I looked at things and learned more, there are some areas that I was able to, be more intentional about. And like I said, you just start paying more attention to different things as you go on the money journey and work on improving your finances. Um, and the last thing I'll mention is confidence. So it makes you feel good when you know what's going on with your money, and that you're making good financial decisions. And not only working towards your goals, but also reaching them. Um, and I don't know everything, so I'm a lifelong learner. I don't claim to know everything about money, but I do feel good and I feel confident about the progress that I've made so far and what I've been able to accomplish. And I feel confident that I will continue to learn and grow so that I can do better. And not only do that for myself, but also have confidence that I can continue to grow and do better to help others do the same. So that's a glimpse into the other side and what's life like after debt. And so, I encourage you to start your journey of, if this is something that you really want to do and get your money together, eliminate your credit card debt, eliminate your other debts, get started. And it's so much sweeter on the other side. It's so much more freedom and flexibility, and you just feel so much better, less stress. And, if you need help with that, reach out to me, shoot me a message, or, schedule a consultation. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks.